The structural damage and, as yet, the tragic unconfirmed loss of life following the massive damage done in Florida by Hurricane Ian. The weather front is now set to hit landfall again, this time in the Carolinas. So we're bracing ourselves now for more stories of tragedy from people affected by these ultra high winds that are now beginning to batter the Florida area continually, with what many are saying is the result of human intervention in terms of global warming. Over 2.6 million power outages have been reported, with officials warning of treacherous floodwaters. There were virtually no mobile phone services over the last 24 to 48 hours across Florida, and internet connectivity also affected. Orlando Airport, though, is now apparently due to open today later on. One of the high-profile names to be affected so far is that of Disney. Now, if you look at the share price, it hasn't really been affected that much, but the company has said of its 4 theme parks in Florida, all have been affected to some degree. The company has confirmed that while things are starting to get back to some sort of normality today, it will be several days till the massive disruption is over for the company. But this is just one of the high profile companies. There are lots and lots and lots, hundreds of stories of people suffering all sorts of tragic consequences of that. And as I said, ultimately, of course, we are expecting there to be loss of life, which is the really sad factor out of this. But steering back to what we're talking about here in terms of the business side of this, difficult in the face of such human tragedy. But we saw Disney lose by a margin of 1.7% yesterday. In the grand scheme of things, this is just a small disruption in what is otherwise a business which has all sorts of other interests. Those other interests are finding headwinds as consumers find it more and more difficult to pay for things that are considered discretionary. Some of that is theme park activity, and some of it is streaming, which Disney is finding they're going tough with. In terms of where we go with this, it certainly seems that the trend is in place. 90.20 would be the line to break, which is this line of support established back on the 14th of July. Currently trading at 97.62, all sessions on the IG platform.